I hope you all had a chance to see what assessment will look like after completing a level in ELSB. I'm going to move forward now with that next component that's equally important as building with sounds and symbols, and that's building with stories. Building with stories is the part of the program where you're going to take the current grade level of your students and use the general ed literature from that grade level with your student that has a moderate to severe cognitive disability. If they're in 3rd grade, it may be Charlotte's Web. If they're in 5th grade, it may be something like The Island of the Blue Dolphins. I'm going to show you a video clip of a Building with Stories lesson based on the 10-step process used by teachers to create access for their students to age-appropriate literature. In this clip, you will see Sam, a Level 1 student from the research, reading Lemonade for Sale.
We're going to read a story about a lemon, and we make lemonade. You want to touch it? Lemons, feet down. Feet down, please. Lemons, feet down. Sam, feet down. Lemons. Okay, give me Mo so you can hold it. Come on. Want to touch it? Ooh, that feels so cold. Ooh. You want to taste it? Let's taste it real quick, and then we'll go into our story. Let's taste it. Oh, I'm going to cut it. Ready? Put your feet down. Put your feet down. Feet down. Look at my lemon. Look at my lemon. I took it and I cut it in half. Want to taste it? Let me see your tongue. La, 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 la. Put your feet down. Is it sour? Ooh! Ooh, that is sour. Try it again. Try it again. Ooh. Ooh! That is sour, isn't it? That is our lemon. We're going to read a story. Put your feet down, please, so we can't read our story. Called Lemonade for Sale. Lemonade for sale. Look, you ready? I want you to help me with our story, okay? What do you think our story is going to be about today? Do you think, put your feet down, Sam. Yeah. Do you think our story is going to be about a boat or about lemonade? Which one do you think our story is going to be about? A boat or lemons? Lemonade. Yeah, lemonade. Do you think lemonade or a boat? Which one? Try it one more time. Boat. Okay, Sam thinks our story is going to be about a boat. Well, I'm going to put your prediction right here, okay? I'm going to put it right over here to the side. We're going to read our story, but first, we need to do something very important. We need to point to the title. Sam, can you show me where the title is with your pointer finger? Where's the title of our story? Lemonade for Sale. Put your feet down, Sammy. Feet down, baby. Good boy. There's 1 foot. There's 2 foot. Yay! Show me the title. Good. That's right. Let's do your pointer. Lemonade for Sale. Good job. And where is the author? Where is the author? That's the title. Where's the author? I'm going to show you. It's right down here. Look. Use your pointer. Stuart Murphy by Stuart Murphy. There's the author right there. Okay, what do we need to do first to read our story? What do we need to do first, Sam? What do we need to do first? Put your feet down, please. Feet down. Thank you. What do we need to do first? Yeah, good job. You already pointed. Now what do we do? We need to open the book. Put your feet down, please. I can't read your story with your feet. You need to put your feet down. Thank you. Sam, look at Miss Amy. Put your feet down. Okay, bye-bye story. How sad. Put your feet off the table, please. Okay, help me open the story. Open the book. Good job. Okay. Our clubhouse is broken and we need to make some money to fix it. Let's sell lemonade. Yay. Feet down. Come on, sit up tall. Sit up tall. Sit up tall. Good job. Help me turn the page. Now what do we need to do? Oh, thank you. Money. That's right. Turn the page, please. Good job. On Monday, they set up their corner stand. When people walked by, Petey, Meg's pet parrot, squawked, "Lemonade for sale! Lemonade for sale!" Can you say that? Lemonade for sale. Lemonade for sale. Let me get my switch real quick. Hold on, Sammy Lammy. Hold on, Sammy, Sammy, Sammy. Okay, you ready? Here we go, buddy.
Piece of bread.
Lemonade for sale.
Piece of bread.
Oops. Lemonade for sale. Okay, ready? Feet down, please. Feet down. Good boy. Yay. Okay. Tell me what our repeated storyline is with your hand. With your hand, please. Sam, look at Miss Amy. Feet down. Thank you. Okie dokie, ready? Matthew squeezed the lemons. Meg mixed in some sugar. Danny shook it up with ice. And Sherry poured it into the cups. Glub, 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 glub. Yay! You want to do it?
Lemonade for sale.
Good job.
So I hope that after seeing Lemonade for Sale with Sam, you get a better idea on how to create access to age-appropriate literature for your students through the use of adaptations or by simply following the author's 10-step guideline. Now I would like to provide some tips to make your Building with Stories lesson easier. When planning story building lessons, literature from each student's current grade level should be used. For example, if you do have a mixed classroom of grades K through 3, you could start with a first grade book such as Olivia, and in the weeks to follow, you may choose a second grade level book such as Frog Prince. Remember, you should always use the average grade level of your mixed classroom. Ideally, planning would take place with the general ed classroom teacher. And lastly, you should follow the steps outlined in the appendices of the implementation guide for how to prepare for story building lessons. Here is the author's 10-step guideline, and you can see it starts with number 1, an anticipatory set, and engaging your students with an anticipatory set. It moves into step 2, which is reading the title and giving students the opportunity to either point to or say the title. And then you can see it moves all the way down to step 10, where you ask your students comprehension questions. Now, in order for you to get a better idea of how these 10 steps work, I'm going to show you 10 steps utilizing the book Charlotte's Web. So, for example, step 1 is the anticipatory set. You're going to focus students on the theme of the book by using an intention grabber. So perhaps you bring in a stuffed pig that represents Wilbur, or you dress up your classroom with fake spider web to get in the theme of Charlotte's Web. Then you're going to move forward to step 2, and you're going to read the title to your students and introduce the book, and then engage your students by either pointing to or actually naming the title. Participation's huge here. You want to make sure that your students are being able to participate and that each student has a chance to either read or point to that title. You're going to follow that up with reading the author's name in step 3. You can also use the illustrator, but you're going to engage students by allowing them to either point to or name the author. Step 4 highlights again conventions of reading and knowing where the front of a book is. You're going to have your students model opening of a book. So you may hand the book to one student and ask them a question such as, what do we need to do to get the story started? And have them move the book to the front and find that title page for you. And if you need to, model if it's necessary. Then we go to step 5, which is asking a prediction question. You may ask a prediction question and have all students give an answer, but usually teachers will use a cover of a book and say, what do you think the story is going to be about? And in Charlotte's Web case, we have a pig, a horse, or a feather. And remember, there's never a wrong answer, so they can answer however they'd like. But this is a great way to have those students that have AAC devices participate. You may have to pre-program the choices for them or get symbols or a picture response board. But again, this is a great way to get those students involved in a Building with Stories lesson as well. Then we move on to step 6, which is text pointing. And you're going to have your student read and point to the text. Again, highlighting those conventions of reading left to right and then top to bottom. So you're going to show your students where to begin. You can help them point from left to right if needed. And you may just pick one line on one page during that lesson, and that's your text pointing page. And they're responsible, again, to show that the text is moving from left to right and top to bottom. Then we have step 7, which is identifying vocabulary. You can teach the meaning of a vocabulary word by modeling through actions, showing pictures of that word, or using synonyms. So it might be something just like a spider web, as you see pictured here on this slide. And then you're going to have each student point to that word in the text. If you have students with visual issues, you may want to highlight that word or enlarge it. But again, you do want to focus on those vocabulary words as it appears in text. Then we have step 8, which is reading a repeated storyline. Now, I really want you to give all your students the opportunity to anticipate a repeated storyline and to either point or to imitate saying that repeated storyline. If the story does not have a repeating storyline, which in many cases your upper grade levels will not, you just want to look at the theme of the book and have a recurring theme or create a repeating storyline to get your students involved. And again, you can use an AAC device or a single message device to have a repeating storyline and get your nonverbal students participating. And in this case for Charlotte's Web, it's Wilbur is very special. And you can use that throughout the text. Step 9 is turning the page. So you're going to read pages, maybe you select 8 pages to read during one sit down, and give your students the opportunity to anticipate the turning of a page. You want them to know that in order to hear the story, they have to keep turning the page to continue getting their story time. So you may prompt them and say, what do you need to do to keep the story going? So that's your step 9. Now our last step is comprehension questions, where you're going to give all your students at least one turn to respond to a comprehension question. And you can gauge which type of question to ask by their capability. You may use a literal question with your students who may be struggling a bit. And those who are higher functioning, you may give an inferential or a summary question. Now we do have a video clip that highlights a Building with Stories lesson, and it is a good one because it shows where each of those 10 steps appears in the lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a Building with Stories lesson using the story Little Bill.
Before we start talking about our story, I want to review. That's right. Look at Bill. How do you think he feels? How do you think he feels? Mad? Mad? How do you think he feels?
Angry.
Angry? How do you think he feels?
Gonna eat.
You think he's going to eat? Okay. How do you think he feels?
All
All right, well, let's see. You remember in our story earlier this week, he had to write the story about the little boy who cried wolf. Do you remember there was a little boy watching the sheep, and he got bored? And what did he say, Jadeja? He cried, wolf! Callie, was there really a wolf? No, there really wasn't a wolf. And all those people came running, and how did they feel? They felt angry. That's right. And he said wolf again because he was bored, and all those people came running. Was there a wolf?
No.
And they were
Mad.
mad. And then what really came?
No.
What happened? A wolf came. Did the people come?
No.
No, they didn't believe the little boy. And the wolf ate up all the sheep, didn't they? All right, so let's start
No.
with chapter 2 today. Before we start with our chapter, I want you to look at our vocabulary word. This is our word. No, this word is bad.
Bad.
Bad. Say it.
No.
Bad. What word? Bad. What word? What word? Bad. That's our vocabulary word is bad. What do you think our story will be about? Telling a lie, basketball, or swimming? What is our story about, Jadeja?
Swimming.
She thinks our story is about swimming. Remember that little boy told a lie about the wolf? What do you think the story is about, Aaron? Basketball. What do you think the story is about?
No.
Telling a lie, DeCallie says. Brian, what's our story about?
Swimming.
Swimming. So we've got all our predictions about swimming, telling a lie, and basketball. I need you to listen and look up here, okay? Eyes this way. Thank you. All right, and here is our repeating line. Lying is a bad idea. Good, Jadeja. Lying is a bad idea. So when we get there, I want you to help me out, okay?
Okay.
We need to find the title and the author of our story. Watch. The title of our story is My Big Lie, and it's written by Bill Cosby. He's our author. Okay, you ready? Can you find the title? Title. My Big Lie. Good job. Can you find the author? Bill Cosby. Can you find the title? The title. My Big Lie. Can you find the author? Bill Cosby. Can you find the title? My Big Lie. Can you find the author for me? Bill Cosby. Can you find the title? My Big Lie. And Brian, can you find the author, please?
Oh.
Bill Cosby. Good job. Let's see who can get my story started. Aaron. He turns it around. He's gonna turn it to the front. Good. Now what? Good job. And turn one page. Look, Aaron found our title page. On the title page, it has our title again. My Big Lie, written by Bill Cosby. Very good. All right. Ready, Callie?
He'll get his boat.
Let's find out. I was rushing out the door when Dad stopped me. And where do you think you're going? He asked. I'm going to ride my bike out to the pool, I said. David Chow said he was going out there to practice for the swim meet. I told him I might practice with him. You don't have time, said Mom. We're having an early dinner. We're eating at 4:30. I'll be back by then, I said, as I ran out the door. Where is the boy going? Where is Bill going, Aaron? Is he going to school or the pool? Touch it. Where's Bill going, school or pool? He's not going to school. He's going to see David Chow practice for the swim meet. He's going to the pool. Where is Bill going? To the pool. Bill's going to the pool. Okay. Can you keep our story going? Thank you. Let's see what happens. I was riding past the basketball court when I saw a whole lot of the guys. Little Bill, Andrew called. Get off that bike and come here fast. We need you on our team. Should Bill stay and play basketball? Or should he go to the pool? What do you think he should do, Jadeja? He should go to the pool. That's where he told Mom and Dad he was going. What do you think, DeCallie?
Okay.
Basketball or the pool? Thank you. Can you keep the story going? Good. Oh, man, I wanted to play. Andrew, Fuchsia, Kiku, and Michael were playing with some other kids. This is what I thought I'd do. I'd play basketball for just a little bit and help Andrew, Fuchsia, Kiku, and Michael out. Then I'd go meet David Chow, and then I'd go right back home. Help me out. Lying is a bad idea. Good job. Takali, can you read that sentence for us? Lying is a bad idea. Can you read that sentence for us? Lying is a bad idea. Can you read the sentence? Lying is a bad idea. Aaron, can you find our word bad? Can you find the word bad? Good job. Bad. Good job. Jadaisha, can you keep the story going? Let's find out what he chooses to do. We won! We played good defense, we rebounded well, we passed well, we got good shots. We played a great game, and we won. Did he stay and play basketball?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Did they win, Brian?
Yes.
Did they win, Decali?
No.
Yes, they won the basketball game. Can you keep the story going here? Keep the story going. Basketball.
Who's him? Hmm.
I was too excited to go home by myself. I walked my bike so I could go home with Andrew and Fuchsia. We laughed and talked about how great we were. But as we got closer to my house, I remembered what my mom had said. Remember what she said, Deja?
What?
Be home at 4:30. Can you keep the story going? Let's see. Does anybody have a watch, I asked. Nope, said Fuchsia. I do, said Andrew. It's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock? How did it get to be 7 o'clock? I'm in trouble, I said. I should have been home at 4:30. You're in big trouble, said Andrew. You better think of something fast. Then Andrew and Fuchsia crossed the street to go to their homes. I was just a half a block from mine and thinking fast. Lying is a bad idea. Aaron, can you read that sentence for us? Lying is a bad idea. Decali, can you find the word bad? Good job. Brian, can you find the word bad? Bad. Good job. Jadaisha, can you point to the word bad? Good job. Nice. Why is Bill upset? Why is he upset, Aaron? Is he lost? Is he late? Or is he hungry? Why is Bill upset? Yes, Decali, you're right. Why is he upset? Touch. Think he's hungry? Why do you think Bill's upset, Jadaisha? Because he's late? Brian, why is Bill upset? Why? Is he lost? Is he late? Which one? He's late, Aaron. That's why Bill's upset. He's late. All right, Decali, can you keep our story going? Oh, chapter 4. This is where we stop. We'll pick up with this one tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, I know. You want to know what happens, don't you? That's the good thing about a chapter book. It always leaves you wanting more. We'll see. Let's talk about our predictions. Some of us predicted the story's about swimming, and some of us predicted it's about telling a lie, and some predicted it's about basketball. Let's think about it. Was swimming in our story?
No.
So was our story about swimming?
No.
No. Was basketball in our story?
No.
Yeah. And he won basketball, didn't he? Yeah. Was he supposed to be playing basketball? No. He was supposed to be swimming.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So is our story about basketball or telling a lie? Which one, Aaron? Telling a lie. Good job. Brian, which one is our story about? Basketball or telling a lie? Telling a lie. And the lying is a bad idea. DeCallie, what's our story about? Basketball or telling a lie? Telling a lie. What's our story about? Telling a lie. That's right. Good job. We are finished with our story, and tomorrow we're going to find out what Bill said.
So again, I want you to grasp that information from Suzanne's class. You can see how she utilized a poster board that highlighted the vocabulary word, the prediction question responses, as well as the repeating storyline. So you may want to create something similar for your Building with Stories lesson. Now here is an example of a Building with Stories lesson plan. Now they provide 2 of these for you in the implementation guide. But we have the first sample here, which is we're going on a bear hunt. And you can see how they provide you with an anticipatory set. Here it says present a picture of a bear or a stuffed bear. And they give you scripting to use. This is a bear. Some people like to find bears, and so on and so forth. But you may want to use a lesson plan like this when you first start doing the Building with Stories. Did I read the title? And you can check it off. Did I give each student an opportunity to point to or say the title? And then check it off. And then you can see at the bottom there, it gives you the prediction question to ask. Where do you think the man and the children will find the bear? And then again, you're supposed to give that student or each student an opportunity to answer a prediction question. And you can see it continues on the next page, and you have your read aloud pages. Now they've identified the first 8 pages as the pages that are going to be read in that lesson. And they chose one text pointing line, which is we've got to go through it, and that's going to be on page 8. So on page 8, they're going to give each student a chance to point to text. Similarly, they identify pages to identify new vocabulary. In this case, they picked the word scared, and their strategy for teaching this word is to model that and to show pictures of scared faces. And then you can see throughout the story they expect you to have students anticipate a repeating storyline or to imitate that line. And luckily, in We're Going on a Bear Hunt, they provide a repeating storyline for you, which is we can't go under it, we can't go over it, we've got to go through it. And then on the last page of the sample lesson plan, they give you sample comprehension questions. And you can see most of them are literal questions, but they do offer one inference question. So hopefully you can use this as a guideline when you first start those Building with Stories lesson plans. This sample lesson plan is included in the implementation guide. If you'd like to download a blank Building with Stories template, you will be able to do so on the last slide of this presentation. And here is just an example of one adapted story that the authors created, and it's Island of the Blue Dolphins. And you can see when they did the adaptation, they also did purchase the real book, which is necessary if you are going to be adapting your books for your students. They utilize symbols here to identify Chapter 1 vocabulary words, and you can see they used not only characters but also words such as island, brother, and father. And then they use writing with symbols to condense and summarize the chapters and make them a little bit easier for those students to understand. But again, they're still having access to that grade level literature, so that's very important. Here's just another sample page for chapters 2 and 3. And you can see their repeating storyline is bold, and it's at the bottom, and it says Karana wants to keep her island safe. So that's what they use throughout that chapter as their repeating storyline.